head covered while we bringing out the scripture. You see that? This give me love, because we like to profess. Do you love God? Do you love God?
I do.
Now you gotta slide. That's the problem. That's the problem, my brother. I just told you. Listen, I just told you the problem that we are. You see, that's okay. That's okay. One thing that I want you to understand: this is why we are in the bottom today. Because we don't like to follow God's laws. Basic things as uncover your head. You go like, you know what? I gotta go. I don't need to follow that. I'm from Haiti. All right, but I don't name myself Haitian. All right. However, you said something. Where did you learn about Muslim? Yeah. Yes, because that's not something you grew up with. I know so-called Haitian are not grew up Muslim. Pay attention. I'm talking to both of y'all. Watch this. Go ahead. I know. Where did you learn it? You learned it last year. Wait, who you learned it from? Okay. Well,
one was teaching me, but I wanted to learn on my own.
Watch this. Give me Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. I'm gonna show you something so you understand. We all can relate. All right, what you see going on is not just you or you. We all once used to be in your shoes. Watch this.
The book of Titus, chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
We ourselves were sometimes foolish. What that goes into? We used to believe to all sorts of nonsense religion. Why? Because we were looking for answers. We go like, why are we in the bottom? Why are we not loved? If God loves us, why are we going through what we're going through? You understand? So I understand, because I was doing the same thing too. I was researching for God everywhere. I used to think I was a Rastafarian. That showed you that I was going off. But guess what? I went across those that understand the Bible, show me all this is foolishness. Read.
Disobedient.
I used to be disobedient toward God's word, because I used to jump from women to women. Read.
Deceived.
Full of lies. Lie to you and cold turkey. I don't have to think about it to just lie to you. These used to be our ways. Read.
Serving diverse lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy.
Envy each other. Those were the characters that we used to have once upon a time. However, things change. How did things change? We understand who we are. Remember, the question was where you find yourself on this board. And you find yourself here, and you find yourself there. Although we are the same people, guess what we're doing? We're worshiping different gods. I'm going to show you. Give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15, and then jump to verse 64. I'm going to show you where you get that from. I'm going to show you where we picked up Christianity from. Both of those things Officer was going over, it's exactly correct. I'm going to show it to you in the Bible. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
You got to pay attention, though.
But it shall come to pass.
How are you doing today, my brother? Look on the board here. What we're going over, what's your religion? It's okay. It's okay. I'm asking you, I'm trying to tie it in to show you. What's that? Your rider's over there? Guess what? I'm showing you life. Trust me, what I'm giving to you right now is the most important things you could ever have your wife, your ride to wait for a few minutes. My brother, you don't have a religion? Okay, watch this. Listen to this.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
This is Moses. Y'all familiar with Moses, right? Moses is giving the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American a warning, a heads up. Okay? He says, it will come to pass. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The stipulation is if you don't listen, you don't hearken unto God's voice. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
It says to do all the commandments, laws that I gave you today. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is curses a good thing, man? Curses. Is it a good thing? I'm going to use Haiti if you say yes. I'm going to use Haiti right now. I'm going to use Haiti right now. If you're gonna tell me curse is a good thing, I'm gonna use Haiti right now. It's not a good thing. I know it's not. I just wanted to converse it with you so I hear where you at. Is curse is a good thing? No. What do you say? Watch this. It says all these curses will fall upon us as a people. Watch this. Jump to verse 64. Watch this.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
When you are scattered, are you strong? If you're scattered, you have your 5 fingers here. If I go like this, would that really affect you? Or if I go like, let's say, I went like this and throw a punch, which one that would be more effective? A punch, right? Because all of them come together. Solid, right? So they say we'll scatter us among the nation. To be scattered, that what? Weakening you as a people, right? Pay attention. Read that again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other.
Didn't that happen to us? Weren't we scattered through slavery everywhere? Okay, watch this. Read on.
And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither nor thou nor thy fathers have known.
You're gonna start serving other gods that your fathers weren't worshiping. Watch this.
Even wood and stone.
Watch this. Wood representing what? Who knows? He says we will be worshiping other gods that our fathers didn't used to worship. Even wood and stone. Wood representing what today? The Christian church. The cross that we use. Okay. Guess what? Hold on, my brother. Hold on, my brother. Wood representing the cross. And what about the stone?
Bring it out. I really don't know that.
I'm gonna help you. Have you ever how do you say that? You Hajj. Have you done that? Going to Mecca and do your Hajj?
Oh yeah.
And you have done that before, right? Yeah. When you go there, what do you have to do around that big Mecca? Yeah, you go around it like about 7 times. Now let me ask you this. You hear what the scriptures say? Wood and stone. That black stone is you worshiping a black stone. The scripture already prophesies that was going to happen to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. And guess what? You doing it today. You did it because you didn't know better. But now you know you shouldn't be worshiping other stones. I'm going to show you another curse that we all experiencing. Verse 68. What am I showing you? Bible prophecies. These were written thousands of years before we went to slavery. Watch this. How did we got here in this side of the land?
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
How did we got here? I want to hear y'all. You don't know how we got here? How we got in Haiti? Ship. Okay, what about you? What do you say? Okay, watch this. Oh, it's in here. I want to show you this one. It's colored. Who is this? Isn't that how we got here? Guess what? I'm going to show it to you in the scripture. Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Because nobody else can claim to say that they went through this. Only the so-called blacks and Hispanics can claim to this. Because that happened to the Hispanics too. Because when the conquistador come here, what did they do? They take them and bring them to Spain. Same thing for slavery. Watch this. Read that again.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He says he will bring us to Egypt again with ship. Egypt and Israel is not far. It's walking distance, right? But guess what? He says he will bring us back to Egypt again. Let's see what the word Egypt represents in the Bible. It's a Latin word that represents what? Watch this.
The book of Exodus,
pay attention.
Chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
House of bondage. Egypt representing slaves, slavery. You understand that? So God says he will go back to Deuteronomy. Watch this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He says he will bring us back to slavery again. This time it will be with ship. The first time we were in Egypt, we were serving as slaves. It wasn't by cargo slave ship. This time he will bring us by cargo slave ship. That's what he just said. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
He says, just like I tell you, that's exactly how it's going to happen. And that's exactly how it did happen. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
Hold on. Is that Bible prophecy to what we're reading right now? Hold on, watch this. It says you will be sold unto your enemies for what?
For bondmen.
Bondmen. Here we are right here in the auction block. That's us right here, my brother. Am I lying? Am I making this up? Watch this. Read it again.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Bondmen means slave men and slave women. This is Bible prophecy. It doesn't stop there. But if that's true, if we are God-chosen people, why did that happen to us? We just read it earlier. I'm watching to see if y'all paying attention. Why did that happen to the God-chosen people? Okay, skip y'all. I'm gonna go back to it again. Verse 15. I want y'all to get it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So why did that happen to us? Because we didn't listen. We're keeping God's commandment. You understand that, my brother? So are you okay being in that position that you are in today? You're not okay. Are you okay? So what are you guys willing to do? If I show you guys the sin that y'all in, would y'all take that in? I'm going to show you the first one. Give me 1 Corinthians. I'm going to show you. And then give me Deuteronomy. Watch this.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of God is Christ.
So that show you what? God is over Christ, Christ is over us, and we over what? The women, right? Read on.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head.
The Bible says when every time the Bible is being read or prophesying or praying, if you cover your head, you dishonor who? Christ, your head. So right now you have your head covered. What should you do? Right now you have your head covered while we're bringing out the scripture. You see that? This, give me love, because we like to profess. Do you love God? Do you love God?
I do.
You got to slide. That's the problem. That's the problem, my brother. I just told you, listen, I just told you the problem that we are, you see, that's okay. That's okay. One thing that I want you to understand, this is why we are in the bottom today. Because we don't like to follow God's laws. Basic things as uncover your head. You go like, you know what? I got to go. I don't need to follow that. Read that for me. Now, I'm going to show you a scripture. I'm going to show you a scripture. Listen to what God says. Because you say you love God, right? Read that.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
When we say we love God, there got to be an action that proves that you love him. You can't say you love your mother and every day you're cussing her out, you're punching her like a punching bag, and you say you love him. You got to show that you love him.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation